What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Knife Life EDC. I'm gonna kind of do something a little different real quick. I know I talked about like transitioning over to like some everyday carry pouches, stuff like that. I'm still kind of working on those and kind of getting them sorted how I want them and everything. But right now, for the past probably a year, I've been kind of carrying this thing around, and I don't know if I'm gonna continue to use it or not. I do really like this thing, like my Indiana Jones satchel or man purse, whatever you prefer. I kind of carry it around because I like to carry some books around, like when I'm taking lunch, something like that. If I have time, like to read or just, something like that. I guess I'm a nerd. I don't know, but I always like to have like a book, like I said, book to carry around, and a couple notebooks or something like that. Like I said, I like to take notes. So if I read something interesting or good or something I want to use, I like to have a notebook and to take notes. Or I also listen to like podcasts and audiobooks. So I really like to kind of like take notes, obviously, because if it's information I want to use it later. I like to remember that. My memory ain't the greatest, so I like to have those around. Some of the more practical stuff I use, well, obviously, pen. Gotta have a pen. I don't really keep like real expensive pens, I guess. I usually just keep a couple cheap pens in here, because I've actually lost them in here, and that's why I kind of just keep cheap ones. If I lose them, I don't care. I can just throw some more in there and be done. Like if I get nice pens, I'm gonna probably put it in a pouch, just keep it a little safer. So a couple of things I also like to carry. Kind of have this thing loaded up. I guess I did just get a new phone, so I haven't had to use this since I got a new phone because my phone doesn't die like after 2 hours of use. So this is just like a power bank. I have a couple of these, just a couple of cheap ones. I want to get a better one though soon, just in case. My new phone obviously hasn't had any problems yet. So, but I always like to keep a charger and a power bank with me just in case I can't like have access to a wall or a wall plug or something like that. So I always think that's pretty important to have. Just some other things I like to carry is I like to carry this little guy. Well, I guess it's not a little guy. It's the Boker Magnum Karambit. I actually had an old Karambit, but I didn't want to carry it around because it had some sentimental value to me, so I didn't want to lose that. So I went ahead and just got another one because I actually really like these. I was kind of surprised because I never thought I would, but I find them like pretty good for self-defense, even though obviously I haven't had to use one yet. Hopefully I never have to. But I find that they're actually really kind of nice, and they really are easy to carry, like in my hand at least. Maybe not everybody else's, but they're real comfortable, and I'm definitely not going to go do any tricks like other people can do with it because I'm accident prone. I'm not going to test that theory out. But I actually really like this. It is really sharp. I probably won't get to show it on camera. Yeah, it won't come up. My camera's weird. But it's got some burrs on it and everything, so now that I got my new knife sharpener, I can fix that up and get those taken off. So I really like that for self-defense. I think everyone should kind of have one. Keep it in your vehicle, something like that. Or if you have a big bag like this, just throw it in there, forget about it, and, well, unless you need it, obviously. I may have gone overdosed or a little over on the knives. This is the Spartan a la la. A la la la. I can't remember which it is. But I actually really love this thing. I keep this in there just as a fixed blade. Just kind of like an everyday carry. Because I also carry this around with me. I actually don't even keep this like on my belt or anything like that. If I actually want to carry it around on me, like on my person, I just put it in my pocket. Like it's not like overly big, but my jeans aren't always. I don't wear real tight jeans, so I actually have a little bit of room in my pockets. So that honestly fits right in my pocket, and I don't have any problems with it. It works perfect, and it works. I like it. Then I always have like just a regular pocket knife. Right now I've been carrying the Civivi Praxis. I usually keep more of my budget blades in here, like I said, in case they fall out, I lose them. I'm not out a lot of money or anything like that. And honestly, this is just a good blade in general. Yeah, like I said, it's a good blade in general just to carry around on you or in your bag or something like that. I've used it quite a bit, and it's still pretty sharp, and I actually just really like that OD green. I think it looks great. And I love the mini Praxis too. Both of these are just really great knives. But I don't know if having 3 knives on me is overkill, but they all kind of serve a purpose. You know, obviously I like to have a fixed blade on me and a pocket knife, and I just like that, just to stick it in there and kind of go about my day in case, you know, self-defense. But I think they're all three great knives. I do have one more thing. This is kind of just a short video, just kind of like wanted to kind of get to the nitty gritty real quick. This is just an old Coast G20 light. Actually, if we didn't even, I had to read the name because I forgot like what it was called. I just knew Coast, but apparently it's a G20. I've actually had this thing for 7 years now, and like it's still like it's not like the brightest, and it is obviously compared to lights now. Like you can buy them like half the size and be just as bright. With this thing, like I can't get rid of it just because it still works perfectly, and like it's bright enough for what I need it for usually. Like I don't need anything like that's gonna brighten up a room or outdoors or whatever. You know, I don't need a spotlight. Usually for what I need it for, like this is just perfect for it. Usually it's just like small stuff like in desk drawers or just small areas. So this works perfect for that. And that's kind of what I carry for right now. That's just the basic layout. Obviously, I want to transition to just carrying over all these EDC pouches. Cat got my tongue tonight, but yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing right now. Hopefully, like I said, get the EDC pouches all set up and going, and I want one in my truck, and then just one I can carry around. The only thing that I haven't figured out is, oops, hit the camera. How I'm going to handle those. I don't know if I'm just going to maybe leave a book in my truck and notebooks also, or maybe I can just leave it in this and just throw it in my truck and just leave it, and then just whenever I need it, I have it. I haven't really decided that, but I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. You know, if you guys got any good ideas, just let me know. I enjoy reading the comments and stuff like that and getting good ideas from you guys.